What's up, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of Casters of Horror. I'm Chris Mess.
I'm Shane, and creative segue about Where the Devil Roams.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah.
So we are looking at Where the Devil Roams. This film is by the Addams family, known as John Addams, Zelda Addams, and Toby Poser, the same people who did Hellbender that we have reviewed on the show before.
Which was about the rock band witches or something.
Yeah, the rock band witches, coming of age rock band witch story, which you and I both liked. We both enjoyed, from what I remember. I enjoyed.
You enjoyed it? I thought it was fine.
You thought it was fine. Okay. Yeah. So they came out with this new film this year, just recently, called Where the Devil Roams, which sounds more like a Metallica song than a film. It's like, Where the Devil Roams. Yeah. So, like that. But that was a very, very bad Metallica impression. But, it needed guitars behind it.
I wasn't allowed to listen to that devil music growing up.
Devil music. Well, speaking of that devil, we're going to find out where he roams. This film is set back in the day. They don't quite tell you what year, but it's supposed to be a film about a family of sideshow performers who travel around and with the carnival circuit, and their act isn't too great at first until Eve, who's the daughter, comes across a man named Mr. Tips who can cut his fingers off, and then they mysteriously and magically are back together the next time that he goes to perform, and she comes to find out that he's made a pact with the devil, and he has found the heart of was it Abaddon's? Was it his lover, or was it? Yeah, it was Abaddon's lover who had rotted away and died because she was human, and her heart was still beating. And he found the heart, or came across the heart, and he was able to sew his fingers back on. And that was what the devil's pact was with him. So anyway, it all kind of centers around this and this family. And it kind of reminded me a little bit at times of The Devil's Rejects by Rob Zombie, as far as the family where they end up being the anti-heroes in a way. It's kind of like this family that you enjoy watching, but they're sadistic all at the same time.
Okay.
Is that a way of putting? That's kind of my take on this.
Yeah, I don't really get anti-hero vibes. I understand what you're saying.
What's the word that I'm looking at? It's not anti-hero. It's this weird dichotomy of where it's these people that you're supposed to like, but they're doing these horrible, brutal things.
Yeah. I mean, they're the protagonists of the film, but they're not good people.
Yeah. So anyway, we saw Hellbender. You weren't a huge fan of it.
Nope.
And I was like, we've got another film by these people. I love their stuff visually.
Uh-huh.
I think that they do some great cinematography in their films.
Yeah. Which I will say too was a lot better in this film.
Yes, it was. Yeah. It was. And I thought Hellbender was good for that. Uh-huh. And they stepped it up in this one. So,
but this one looks really well, far better. You can tell that as a creative team, they're getting better with their film, their cinematography, their filming.
Practical effects as well. Really good stuff. But what were your thoughts on this film before I go and spill my proverbial guts on it?
The single most boring piece of cinema I have ever seen.
Really?
Maybe.
Oh my word! So here comes our dichotomy, folks.
Okay.
I really liked
Um,
it. I really
I
liked this film.
really,
I
wow.
really did.
I you had said I can't remember which one it was for a recent film that you just had no redeeming qualities to it. To me, that was this one, with the
Yeah,
exception of I will at least give them credit for getting better at, you know,
I
the
believe that
last
was
one.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Their last film, it looked like it was cheaply made.
Yeah,
I can't fault anybody for that if they don't have the budget really.
yeah.
This one looked a lot better. Wow, I know this to me was a slog to get through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really dug this one. It was creepy, it was weird, and I think that's the thing that I like about the Addams Family stuff
Mhm.
is that it's just so far out there weird. It's like watching this it's like watching an art house film that's just mentally disturbed. Um
I was
and
also going to use the term art house. Just to me, this was one of those that seemed like it was trying to be an art house film, but didn't have the chops to be one.
yeah,
I don't
they
know.
you can tell at points their budget's still low.
Oh yeah,
I was like, me being me, I haven't like, hey, the construction on that house, those
yeah,
windows are
yeah.
too new for blah 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 and all this sorts. But and looking at some of those sorts of things, but to me, I just overlooked it. I'm like, you know what? These are people who are going out telling the story that they want to
Mhm.
tell, and they don't care.
Yeah.
They're just putting it out there. Was there some points that were kind of slow? Yeah, there were some points that were kind of slow. You thought that was from zero to
Yes.
the end of the film.
Yeah.
Um,
Which was about 10 hours long.
it was
So-
not. It
oh
was
no.
not.
Okay. Wow.
But
Wow.
uh,
Okay.
but I thought it was really well done. I liked the story. I liked um, the whole
Yeah.
lore of it.
And see, for me, like the whole thing you were talking about, where their daughter figures out how this other sideshow performer does his trick. They
Yeah,
set that up really early.
really early,
Does not pay off until like 2/3 of the way into the film,
way towards the end of the film.
and
Yes.
2/3 might be generous because it is
Yeah.
it is very very near the end of the film, and then all of the repercussions of that are just rushed through, and I might really really
Yeah.
rushed through.
The middle of the film is just straight brutality.
Yeah, it
If
is.
if if I
Yeah.
could, I mean, if I could put it bluntly, I mean, it's just brutal type stuff. But to me, it's this family trying to survive to get from point A to point B, who have nothing,
Yeah.
and they just kind of snap, in a way,
Yeah,
and
but I can't tell if they snap or if this is just like something they've always done, and
who
and
knows? Yeah,
and I don't know. To like for me, I don't even know that I got a good reason for why they do what they do. They just kind of
no,
snap. If
they
someone,
just did it. Yeah,
and granted, yeah, it's if someone is rude to them or
yeah,
kind of tries to cheat them or lie to them, or unfortunately, if they just perceive something incorrectly.
yeah,
And look,
yeah.
I want to be clear, because I've said this before. It doesn't matter how much I hate your movie; it's still more of a movie than I've ever made. So,
This is
you
true.
know, go out there and keep making your stuff. This one
Yeah,
was not for me. I
yeah.
I did not like it at all. It is one of those films where I know exactly how many movies we've watched on the show this year because of where it goes on my list.
Where it goes
So,
on your list. It to me, I do have to say that there is parts in the middle where there is some of their actions that they're doing, and it's like at one point it's like, oh, are they trying to be like vigilantes? Because the way that they're playing it off in the newspapers and stuff like that.
oh yeah,
But then it's just like, no, they're just picking random people. It seems like.
it seems like it. Yeah,
Yeah, and so yeah, that was a little bit, but to me, the visual stuff in it, the look of it, the just the feel of it, I don't know. I just dug it. I really did. I dug this
I
movie.
I feel like it. I liked the setting, and I appreciate that they went for an old timey look to go along with it.
Yeah.
But once things get really unhinged, once finally a little over 2/3 into the film, you finally get the payoff for that early setup.
Yeah.
The filming changes too, and it starts to go really into like the old time film, look and feel.
Yeah.
And it's because that whole segment is rushed. It felt like the transition into that was rushed, and I don't know. I felt nothing for the characters. I just no. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you liked this movie. To be honest.
Once again, they did do their own music for this film.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like they do. Hellbender played the music for it,
Yeah.
which is their band. And I don't know, man. I like their stuff. I just do. And there's something about it. It's just weird. And I dig the weird. So, anyway, let us know what you guys think. If you guys checked out any of the Addams Family films, let us know down in the comments. And while you're down there, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we can keep checking out some of these weird films and let you guys know what we think of them. But anyway, that's it for this week.
I Chris can keep checking out these films. I'm passing on the next one.
I'll keep. Yeah, the next solo film by me is going to be the other Addams Family film. I might do that. I might go ahead and do that for the other one. They got one more. It was their first one, so I might have to do that the next solo run. We'll find out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next week, I'm Chris Mess.
I'm Shane.
Till then, get out of here.